cobbler. It's one of my favorites. I love the fruit dessert. So how can you make it really healthy? Chef Kelly York from the Kitchen Hotline is here to make this healthy swap. And you can find the recipe on our website at kwgn.com because I always have people email me, where's the recipe?
Yeah, well, good morning. This morning we're going to take a healthy living recipe for Southern cobbler and make it healthy. And what we're going to do is cut out the sugars, we're cutting down on the fat, we're bringing up the fiber and lowering the carbohydrates.
Now you do have a little comparison here that you mentioned to me, difference in calories, and go ahead and show that real quick and tell us the difference.
Okay, we're lowering the calories, we're lowering the cholesterol a little bit, we're raising the dietary fiber, and we're lowering the carbohydrates. So it's a very guilt-free cobbler. And it's also very easy to make. We want to make it as simple as possible and as quick as possible and as tasty as possible. So it's really a lovely recipe if you're in a hurry and you don't like to futz around in the kitchen too much.
Awesome.
So the first thing you take is 4 tablespoons of healthy Smart Balance margarine.
Okay.
And you're going to melt that in your pan, a 9 by 13 inch pan. Then we're going to take 1 cup of white whole wheat flour, and it also has a half a cup of stevia in it, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a little pinch of salt. You add 1 cup of, this is almond milk.
Right.
I use the unsweetened because you don't want that extra sugar in
yeah,
there.
the other one's real sweet.
And this is the batter. It's almost like a Bisquick batter, but hardly any, no fat, not even an egg. And you mix that up, and this is the easiest recipe. I mean, this is one that you can have your kids make for their
so
first
the butter's
recipe.
already in there.
Butter's already in there. And you just plop in the pan. You don't even make it neat. You just plop it. Yeah, let's get
Right
in
there. Let's see it.
Plop it in the pan. Then we're going to take 5 cups of peaches. And right now, it's high season for peaches, so go get those Palisade peaches while they're at the peak of their sweetness. And what we like to do is you can cut them up, slice them, and chunk them up. You don't have to peel them, but I like to peel them. And you're going to cook them with 1/2 a cup of the Splenda brown sugar blend, and a little bit of lemon juice. We're not using any cornstarch. We're really keeping those carbs down. You pour your hot, right on top of the batter, you pour your hot peaches.
All right.
Make it nice and sloppy and homey.
Yeah, it's real messy.
Yeah, it all cleans up in the oven. And then we're going to sprinkle it with a little bit of cinnamon, and that's it. You put it in the oven and cook it at 350 for about 40 minutes. The batter will raise to the top, and this is not the kind of cobbler where you make a pastry and have to weave it around on the top. Very simple, very rustic. What it's going to look like when it's done, well, I've got half a pan here.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
it comes right up to the top. It almost looks like a bread pudding to some degree.
Yes, it's a southern style. But then we're going to make an ice cream, which is really what I call a soft serve. And
this is your low-cal ice cream. This is a lower-cal version.
Yes, a little higher in protein.
And that's it here. This is what she's making now.
Yes, and the way you make that, and you make this, you take your peaches, put them in the freezer. You can take any fruit that you have in your freezer for smoothies. It could be blueberries, it could be strawberries, anything you want. And you put in 1 whole peach. This is for 2 servings. Just 1 whole peach worth of frozen peaches. Then you're going to add 1/4 a cup of ricotta cheese, and this is the part skim ricotta.
Yeah, I love that in desserts.
It's got a teaspoon of stevia in it. You can go up as high as 2 if you really like it sweet. 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract and 1 tablespoon of water. You're going to blend that up. I'm not going to do it here because it's really noisy.
Really loud.
And you just blend it till it's smooth. Then you put that on, and it'll make a nice, creamy, soft serve, just like something you would get at Dairy Queen. And
Do you put it in the freezer if you want?
You can, but it'll get harder then. The best thing is to do it the last minute. But it's most of those ingredients you'll have in your freezer.
I like the difference. The calorie difference was your healthy swap is 170 for the peach cobbler. The old style was 327. So 327 down to 170, and the ice cream was 220. But then your version over here on top 64.
Yeah.
So from 220 down to 64.
So your cobbler and ice cream is going to actually be lower calorie than just 1 serving of the original fruit cobbler.
Without any topping.
Right, without any topping. Yeah.
Thanks, Kelly. Well, if you have any questions about how to make your foods healthier, you can give the Kitchen Hotline a call today between noon and 4 p.m. That number is 877-773-8485. Thanks so much, Kelly. Appreciate it. All right, coming up.